You swoop up the bountiful supply of grease generated by your cosplayer's recent exploits. From now on it will probably go without saying that you'll nab any grease laying around without making a big fuss over it. You'll check out the busted safe, which has made a noble sacrifice in battle. Some of your father's odds and ends are spilled out, including some old newspaper clippings and two rather hefty tomes. It's a fair bet that these books comprise at least half of the weight of the safe. It's another copy of Colonel Sasaki's doting text of magical frivolity and practical jabbery. This one looks very old, perhaps an original printing. Could it be the same one involved with your grandmother's unfortunate accident on that fateful day? Dad would never speak a word about it, but maybe Nana wouldn't be so tight-lipped. You give it a cursory perusal. It appears to be similar to your reprinting, listing all the Japs and chicanery you have come to know and love. You capsulog it, thinking you may give it a closer look later. You take a look at the other book. You're sure Dad thought it was a scintillating read, but it looks pretty boring to you. Maybe you'll crack into it someday when you're old enough to shave. Everything in this safe was obviously very important to your father. You wonder why he kept it locked away from you? Some things about him you will never understand. It seems he has been collecting scraps from this news over the 10 years. These articles go back decades. You guess this is a combination to the safe. This is completely useless. You guess there are all zeros? Or are they capital O's? Zeros would probably make more sense for an empty card, you think. Wait, John, before you punch that. Oh, I was about to say, if you first took note of the code, then remove the card from the card, you would have punched a blank one. You would have only burned one card instead of two. Oh yeah, you're right, damn it! What? The two cards are Alex. I'm not aware of the bases. The colonel swears to new Haif on the escalator, reaching the wrong one-man Gillette vacuum, and pockets $9,550. Chump change for the genteel, aristocratic southern colonel. The bathtub surges ironically and surpasses the rung, Archimedes Aquacradle, proceeding directly to vaunted rung, Taft Jammer. The tub makes off with a cool $490. The tub basin capacity remains unaffected. The safe was found in battle. A great flaming nautical pyre carries it off to Votlala. You're not sure, the look pretty precarious to you, but you've been assured the stairs are perfectly navigable. Lousy goddamn stupid stairs. You wander over to the place where your bro keeps his sweet turntable gear. Man, that setup is sweet. You feel pangs of jealousy whenever you walk by it. Really cool jealousy though, like the kind where instead of getting all worked about it, you don't really give a shit. You know Brother's Wild and extremely expensive ninja swords is missing though. You know his drill is all too well for Brother Brewing. What sword? You approach the exit. There's something on the door you haven't seen before. Looks like one of your bro's ironic comics he left for you to check out. What have I done? Animal, please start breathing. Oh god, please breathe. Aha, okay. Make believe time is over. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. What will Nanny do to me if she finds out? No one can ever know. I have to hide the body, but where? Think, imagination. Ah, the one time I really need you. Hello, Borf. I want to play a game. I want to play, I want to play, I want to play, I want to play. Okay, some of this stuff you know is just living around to get under your skin. This is obviously another point in his relentless siege of one-upmanship to get your goat. The same goat you've been meaning to bleed like ironically, but I would still have to wait for a more appropriate time. You think he knows that deep down you feel like you're still not ironic enough to get stuff like that. And there's probably some weird gauntlet he's throwing down to see if you would get it. But honestly, you think this material is just a little too ironic. You just don't need to see the shit right now. No sign of bro in here either. Well, aside from the absolute quantity of awesome dodgy stuff he leaves lying around. With an escalating sense of threat, you think it's time to shift your katana to your spaceshibus. You figure it's better to free up the cat anyway, since you might need to grab some of his stuff. You guys both suck some fake blood capsule in his puppet? Pretty gross. You spot one of your bro's many webcams nearby, recording the accident. It seems you may have just been an unwanted accessory to some sort of grisly puppet snuff film. You're not totally sure how you feel about that. It might be the only thing in the whole apartment that's a bigger piece of shit that you once were. You put it back behind the microwave where it belongs. Is there sort of bouncing around there? You're making a bit of a mess now. See, like, his hobbies are cool and all, and you guess he's got to put this shit somewhere, but what if you wanted to eat up with a burrito or something? That kitchen is pretty much useless. You can catalog all the fireworks the sink has to offer. You just know they're going to come in handy. Why would they be in the sink if they weren't? Looks like one of them is still stuck in the garbage disposal. You've got the shurikens, and hey, careful when you're putting stuff, especially if you're looking to turn your salad eggs into a powder cake full of sharp things. You put the box of fireworks back into Cat 5 and prepare to start over Cat 3 apparently. That settles that, you guess. You take the nunchaku once again, grabbing without thinking ahead. First, you capture the box again, while abruptly avoiding the shuriken trap, which you yourself set only moments ago. You again round up all the fireworks, time to regroup here. You grab each shuriken one at a time, looking at the nunchaku. But no worries, you got a plan. You take the nunchuks, and it fixes to be in order now. It would have been badass to go with the authentic Japanese names for each weapon, but sometimes just got to compromise with this modus. You flip over your fetch modus and check out the back. You're not really sure where it is you're keeping this thing, or where who cares. Oh, hell no. Not after all that trouble you went for to get the stuff situated. It's potentially a very dangerous button. First, you program new modus with the scrabble points hash function, adding it to the list. This might be a cool function to use, but it looks like you have to empty your salad eggs to select it. I'm not just gonna do that yet, no way. Okay. And just what is this guy so happy about? Why is he looking up here? You think if you see one more soft, bulbous bottom being like kind of jutting out and impudent or whatever, you're gonna fly off the handle. You take the skateboard. Actually, no, you don't. A collision has been detected. You take the wheeled ride. My inventory's nomenclature is getting lamer by the minute. You take the power cord. Wait, no, it's not going to work. You take the battery pack. Damn it. You take the battery pack using the Y as a consonant. You select X reluctantly accept. It's starting to sound played by hashmat noobs, but you just don't care about that now. Besides, it's not like your bro is around to see. Oh, it touches his car again. You can never stay mad at him. Anyway, you've got to get this wayward hunger under control. You figure you want to scope the fridge for some grub. This hunger is so ill-mannered it will probably make a room full of two girls commit my suicide. Oh god, more shitty words. Of course you know this were in here. You're not even sure where you looked. If you want to keep any food or beverages in this apartment, you pretty much got no choice but to hide stuff away in the closet. The hell with it. Don't try to take the entire jumble of unbelievably shitty swords and brace yourself for... Looks at that one actually. You can shadow the jumble of unbelievably shitty swords. You dispense several cherry bombs. Wait, who's looking at you in your reflection? Where's the little Jules compare off to this time? You go for the cherry bombs exhaustively. After a minute of a bit, you take the red spherical salute. Blunder is a pretty simple word and you can actually tell it's going to work. Instead, you take the whirling blade pitcher. That's a really much better name for it anyway, you think. You're still not sure what it's so happy about or what is looking at up here. While you're at it, you dump the contents of the blender, oops, I mean whirling blade pitcher, into the disposal. But also fire an unfortunate garbage disposal head jam. You notice something in the reflection, something above you.